Jake, you're 17 years of age now. Let's go back in time, shall we? 8 or 9 years old, and you signed for Manchester City.
Yeah, it was a good experience, like being that young, obviously playing at a high level like Manchester City. It's good, experience. All the coaches and that there, it's good high level of training, like
And you were there just for a short time, and then you played junior football in your native Liverpool.
Yes, it was good. It was a good experience, playing with your mates and that, to get away with academy football. It's all dead serious, that, isn't it? So going to play with your mates, enjoying it again, and then obviously going back into academy football to get to a higher level again.
And then you were back in the English Premier League, this time though with Burnley. How did that come about?
Yeah, so I was just playing with my mates on the Sunday league, and it was one game, and I played dead well. I think it was a cup semi-final, and they were like, "Oh, do you want to come up here for a 6-week trial?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then the 6-week trial went, and then after 4 weeks they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll sign you." So that's how it came about, really. Yeah.
So did you realise when you were playing that game that there was a scout from Burnley in the crowd?
Well, it was a bit of half and half, because you kind of notice them at the corner of your eye, but you're more focused on the game, really, aren't you? Trying to do well and have fun with your mates. But yeah, they kind of realised there was someone there, and then after the game, obviously, they went and approached my dad about it.
And you were there for 3 years, good times?
Yeah, it was good times. Obviously, playing to a high standard like Burnley, it's good, isn't it? Good training, good games. I think we went away to Scotland, played like Juventus and all them. So it was a good experience, but obviously, it doesn't last forever, does it?
Well, as one door closes, another one opens,
yeah.
And you came to the New Saints. How did the transition from the English Premier League to the Cymru Premier come about?
Well, when I left Burnley, I had a year off again to go and play with my mates and try and enjoy it again. And then there was a school game one time, and I know someone on the opposition team who was at CNS, and he said, "Do you want to come up for a little trial at CNS?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And obviously came up here a few times, and I enjoyed it, played a few games, and then they asked me to sign on after that.
And you certainly have impressed, because not only did you sign on for the academy, but recently you've actually signed your first professional contract.
Yeah, that was a good experience, because I only started going up with the 19s a couple of months ago. So obviously when he said, "Do you want to sign this pro contract?" I was like, obviously, yeah. It just kind of came out of nowhere, but it's good to know that the hard work pays off, really.
And as you say, came out of nowhere. Was it a complete surprise, or did you perhaps have a little bit of an idea that that's where it was going at Park Hall?
Well, I thought they'd offer me something, but I didn't realise it would be so quick, because obviously I was up for a few months training with the first team, getting used to it all, getting ready to like the highest standard of men's football compared to kids' football. And then I just got a text message through one day, like, "We're going to offer you a pro contract," and it was obviously a good surprise. But yeah.
And we've played a number of top quality teams recently in behind closed doors friendlies. You've been involved with those. Unfortunately though, not Burnley, you weren't involved there. But do you keep in touch with many of the people from Turf Moor?
Yeah, there's a few over there, because obviously I was there for 3 years, weren't I? So you make good mates over there over time. So I was messaging a few of them like, "Oh, I might be playing you in a game here." But obviously it wasn't to be, was it?
And you've signed your contract now at the New Saints. I guess in some ways the hard work really begins.
Yeah, some say that the first pro contract's the easiest to get. It's the hard work after it now to get the second one and the third one. So just concentrate more on working hard, trying to get in on the bench a few times, get some game time in with men's football, and then see how it goes.
And obviously, as we said at the beginning, you're still 17. When you've been training with the first team and also featuring in friendlies as well, how have you felt as an individual person? Have you felt comfortable? Do you feel you're being pushed? Do you feel there's a lot more to go?
Yeah, I'm definitely being pushed, and there's definitely a lot more to go, but at the start you kind of get used to it, don't you, with the physicality, obviously only being 17 and playing with fully developed men here who are bigger and stronger, so you have to kind of like use your brain a bit to get around it. But I don't know, there's definitely more to come.
Well, Jake, do you like your music?
Yeah.
Okay, the reason I ask that is because the New Saints has an initiation ceremony for all the players that join the club. So at some point in the near future, you can expect Steve Evans, our assistant manager, to say, "Come on, Jake, you stand up in front of all your peers, you have to perform a song."
Yeah.
What are we likely to hear from you?
Might go for a bit of Beatles, because obviously being from Liverpool, I know most of their songs, so I might pick one of their songs.
That's very interesting for someone who's so young. Any idea which particular track you might go for?
No, not really. There's a lot, but got to pick something exciting, haven't I? Can't go for like one of the boring ones, got to go for a good one.
Well, I don't know if there is such a thing as a boring Beatles track, but we certainly look forward to that. But for now, Jake, thank you for your time this afternoon. You're playing tonight in a behind closed doors friendly against Airbus UK Broughton. And on behalf of everyone at the New Saints, congratulations on signing your contract and all the very best in your time here at Park Hall.
Thank you very much.